AQ. Ah, okay.
Well,
How they
see,
started.
yeah, match started. It's Death Wish versus Dagur Patricidal Fury. I need to specify that because usually we're just seeing the regular heat wave there.
Yeah, so no heat wave means you don't answer the AQ.
Yeah, you can float.
How many Breast does Myamon play? Rabbit, 1 or 2? 1, right?
I think it was 1, yeah.
Okay. And doubled in Beandra.
Yeah, he went all in on the location clashes, yeah.
Wow, Misty missed both Dagon and...
He has
I
one.
mean, yes, what the tutor for Brewist, yeah.
Yeah, Bruce is coming from the tutor, but no infusions, sadly for him.
I mean, now the bugs are fixed, right?
Yeah, so you're not getting any extra points from the graveyard.
And Myamon doesn't play Heatwave, so Dagon's second form could be game-changing as well, if it sticks. I suppose.
So yeah, has the tutor the crown, gets fine. How is his consumes? He has both toads and one harpy. Okay.
Yeah, it's fine. Misty shouldn't have problem this round.
Are you ever tempo passing this Skellige? He has more control than a regular deck would be.
I think you still lose long ground, right? You have to take something. Also the bad. Wait.
Oh wait, yeah. So he didn't have enough death wishes with the Foglet in hand. Is it correct? Yeah, since he didn't infuse, he's playing only one Foglet, and yeah, Cyclops also might have been replaced by the Siren.
Yeah.
So
It needs a lock now. Yeah, I mean, I think Misty thinks that loses long ground, and I agree with him. So probably locking this engine was the correct choice, right? Because it's two guard engines. Becomes.
And as you ask, yeah, there is only one. Is Myamon running? He's not running a Purify as well.
Okay.
So
no Purify, no removal.
Yeah. Well, no hard removal. You still have location for multiple clashes, but yeah. Lock is also with no Purify in that deck. Pretty powerful for Misty later on, but decides to, yeah, just make his chances of winning round 1 better. So you need to give something away.
This huge. Yeah, Myamon is just slamming bronzes. I mean, Misty already committed the Brewers and the lock, right? But he's setting up his graveyard. He has one Succubus already out, 2 Toads. That will play for a lot of carryover, but now he has to decide what he wants to play.
Yeah, like Foglet doesn't look too hot.
No, but you have the dime now, right? You can play it because you're ahead. And you don't care. Misty decides to pass.
Okay, so not exactly a tempo pass, but still 14 points ahead. And we see the hammer, so Irondite is growing at the moment at 5.
Yeah. I'm still pretty sure that long round Skellige wins, but with the Irondite build, let the sword growing is not a bad idea.
So yeah, Maya decides to play 2. Irondite keeps growing because that's not easy to tempo ahead by 14. Is it still costing him a great card? Shouldn't, like. He needs 8 points, so purification for 10 is enough. There is no surprise Dogo jumping out, so Maya is safe.
How many games that dog changed?
Yeah. My last Knicker's pass actually worked out, so you just need a lot of confidence and do not hesitate a moment, and then Dogo.
You're right.
But yeah, here no risk in that, so Myamon is not playing around a random thing.
Okay, Misty Vines, the Iron died, that is good, because it's not tutorable. Let's see if he finds the Heatwave as well, because Heatwave might be huge.
So he has, what, one tutor left? Finds that love.
Again, setting up the... sorry, Rabbit, you were saying?
No, I suppose I was saying that he has Squirrel, but yeah, missing Heatwave might be problematic, but he decides not to take the last mulligan if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he decided to skip it. If I were him, probably I would play the location, right? And click the order for setting up at least a Riptide in my hand. But Misty's not doing that.
So he can play the location or play something for extra errand turn, but yeah, as you pointed out, yeah, does it in reverse.
Yeah. So he lost the order value.
I guess he hopes to find one of the two naturally. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, would have makes sense usually, but Dodulok order is just 2 points, right?
Yeah, but against Swolblot,
it's also worse because you spawn
yeah.
two units, yeah.
Okay, so he finds his golds.
Nice.
So only Heatwave is missing.
Yep.
Yeah, doesn't get it. Yeah, highlights the card. Oh, we lost. It's probably his commentary, but let's see how it plays out. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a huge miss in this matchup. Not going to lie. I'm not even sure how he's supposed to start. Like, considering that Myamon's needs setup for dealing with the Dagon, I would start with the Dagon. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You get something out of it. Okay. So, not often you see Dagon second form. People, yeah, tend to find him round 1 or tutor it.
But in this case, can be the win condition, you know. No Heatwave. You got a pretty huge question, Rabbit.
Yeah, what are we doing next year? No idea. I'm sticking for the early Gwinfinity for sure. I wasn't streaming that much. Basically, Metal got me out of my semi-retirement with his tournaments. I've mostly done the Gwent YouTube instead of streaming, but yeah, no idea. If the game is completely dead and there is no players, then yeah, might find something new, but no plans to like immediately change the course. If you wanted to switch to Snap, you should have done it a year ago, basically. And other games I haven't really played.
Yeah.
What about you?
I have no idea. I'm already despairing for basically being forced to abandon Gwent. Let's say that. But we will see. You never know.
Okay. So yeah,
maybe
we see
when
that
Infinity will be good.
Well, yeah, there was a Reddit post claiming that Gwentfinity actually will like be a game changer for the card games and whatnot, but that's a huge like load of hopium. I don't really see that happen. So we see the Dagon answered. This Skellige Storm is not doing much as well.
Taking instantly second in Veandra, playing around 8 wave. Makes sense.
Okay. So here AQ order is also a thing, but once again you're just spawning units that can be removed. 1 point drones are not doing much for you.
Yeah, it's actually useless, I would say.
Decides to click nonetheless.
Yeah, again. Actually, no. Actually, it's negative points because of Dagur.
Yeah, but I would assume that you cannot really buff Dagur out of the Irondite range. Irondite is dealing 13 already.
It's 13. Okay.
So,
but
like, you can feed
Myamon
leader
has,
charges, but
Myamon
yeah.
has Sectrifas, right?
Ah, true. Okay. And
So-
the Riptide. Yeah, you cannot Riptide it now. And later you also won't be able, but and there is nothing better from the graveyard to take as well. Yep, there are only bronzes, so
I guess we'll go for the Cyclops, right? Yes, yeah. Okay.
yeah,
You can
Cyclops.
deal with it.
But it's also very awkward. What are you throwing with Cyclops? I guess, yeah, leader charge on the Deathloaf creates a body tall
7.
enough. Like, there is a location clash. Can Myamon... Like, he cannot combine 2 cards in one go. Leader charges were pretty good for that. I guess if he sticks Knut, if he sticks Sigvald, maybe there is some combo that you can do to buff it above 7, but yeah, we'll most likely also will see just Myamon doing the setup. Okay.
Now Misty has to decide. He goes for the Ballar, makes sense, but now, considering his hand, there is no way to answer Dagon. Dagur?
Dagur,
Sorry.
yeah. Okay, this actually the Dagur versus Dagon makes sense.
Yeah. Skellige always wins here.
Yeah, Gravish predicting 100 point Dagur. Might be a bit less, but gonna be pretty huge.
If you agree with me, Mr. Rabbit, I would say that a man that does not bring Iago cannot predict Dagur points.
Oh, Gravish, what happened?
Kick bailed. Yeah, Misty decides to pass here. Game is Jova.
Huh? Myamon still needs to like. That was a nice bait. You are passing and your opponent is like, oh yeah, I take it, and then oh surprise, you are many points behind.
Yeah. I mean, he could have clashed now. There was no reason to delayed it. But yeah. Come on. Okay. Take the Spell Blood anyways. Quite a difference in points.
Yeah, no Dagur, but we didn't need him anyway. So
I lost with Iago to a rank 1 player and lost hope. Okay,
that was fast grab on red coin, and we see Elves on blue as predicted.
Makes sense. So,
No KOB risk of breaking, so can take another mulligan. I suppose Bloody Good Fun is a great card, answering a 7-point unit. Junior as well. The spenders are, well, not amazing. Could have done with a brawler.
yeah, but it's also true that mulligan the only spender is risky. Yeah.
Well, yeah. I suppose you can find one from Novigrad or try to roll the Shady Vendor, but Shady Vendor you want to play for the back row anyway, so
Yeah.
not
Yep.
ideal.
And I know that ideally you want to take your Novigrad round 2 till round 3, but honestly, if you think that you are going deep in the round, it might be just the first move in round 1 as well. Especially now without ties on board, right? You don't have to answer that.
So the Saber is also pretty good at playing around the Brawler, giving you 2 more units. So that's 2 guaranteed coins gone, and then you're rolling between like 3 units. So that might be also the idea behind it. We see that Misty managed to find 1 Sesame. Doesn't rush here since, yeah, as you pointed out, the haste wasn't played, so there is always a pause for that.
Yeah.
Goes for coins at the moment, although yeah, there we go, 2 threads developed, so you might want to answer one of them now so that you are not forked next turn after the boxes appear. So yeah, we see the BJF.
Yeah. Also because if he plays Riordan, then you don't have time for answering. So like this.
Misty found more reels as well, so found 3 answers to 2 cards. Of course, you don't really get a great Moriel's target, so if you have an opportunity to spend for the tribute and kill a 7, and that's very influential, might go for that. Also, it is thanks for the resub for 2 months, much appreciated. Okay, so we see the trap. We don't see what trap it is, of course.
I guess you just put the sesame, yeah. Makes sense. Unexpected trap. Like, this trap has no value right now. Probably, is it for Jordan? Or not? No?
Well, he can, but if he can't save Riordan, I guess there is no issue.
Yeah.
There is no squirrel in that deck. Myamon is playing double Scholar.
Yeah, no, I mean, Riordan would have been overcommit right now, right? But I don't get these traps then.
What did it kill? A 3-point token.
Yeah,
I suppose if you are expecting the second answer to an elf, but yeah, there is still no cargo boxes on the board, so there is no necessity answering those. Myamon wins round 1, doesn't go for the board, like 2 cards down. You could have, but it's not that many points, I suppose. Or maybe he didn't have the haste in his hand.
Yeah, probably missed Ace and Oniro. So, and playing Tome against Syndicate is not the best things to do. So let's see how it goes. With this hand, I doubt that Misty will get 2 out anyways.
Yeah. He's missing what? Exora, Bank. And Jack would have probably liked the second Sesame. But yeah, the hand is better than round one. Has a couple of... Well, he mulliganed one of the spenders to begin with, so... Having Brawler. So are you opening with Novigrad? I suppose...
Yeah,
there is nothing really against that. Especially since we are trading no unit plays here.
Yeah, also you want to get value. You have the dwarf in hand anyways.
Yeah.
Myamon doesn't play backup plans. It just has an epidemic, so putting Candle before the dwarf makes no sense. You have to play Novigrad now.
Goes for that. So that's 9 turns of Novigrad here. And then the last round as well. A lot of coins to be gained for a deck that loves spending. Okay, so Mia plays a 4 tempo elf here. We'll look through the decks. Yeah, Misty is not playing poison package, and elves don't really give the great poison targets anyway. The boxes are cute, but the big cards are already out.
Correct choice here for Misty to eliminate the only unit on board anyways.
So
interesting. Pitfall already being played, so Myamon has 5 damage, trap and serpent, right?
so, yeah, that might be
And
like
deception.
a 50-50 roll on the serpent. Okay, as we talked about open sesames, there we go. Ah no, it buffs before, yeah, true.
Yeah, because intimidate.
Intimidate.
But it's fine. So Myamon has deception and the other trap still. Okay.
That serpent might have like looked for a juicier target later on, but at least you eliminate the spender from the board.
Yeah, that is annoying. I mean, Myamon purpose in this round is just to take the good cards out of Misties, or to if he sees that Misty doesn't have a good hand. That is not the case. So yeah. I'm sorry about the sirens. I don't know if you can hear them.
Barely, so they're not too intrusive. I was like somebody's honking or something in the background, but who's that siren?
Terrible choices.
Yeah, you're not playing many crimes here.
Yeah,
Makes Junior survive. And yeah, if Misty wants to spend, like he needs to spend a bit because he has a couple of cards with the profit, like Candle with the profit. So removing Elves is not the worst thing you can do.
Yeah. Also, this one coin of carryover every end turn from Novigrad is very, very, very strong.
Yeah, we see that.
And helpful.
I don't know how I feel about the double transferable location, but here we are. So both Novigrad and Candle hope to travel into the round 3, provide spending, provide profit. Might be the 2 cards going into basically every Syndicate deck at the moment.
Yeah, they are too good. Myamon is just playing annoyingly, just trading bullshit for... decent cards for Syndicate, because even if it's a bronze card, the Oxenford Guard is a nice spender. Pretty strong, especially after the buff. It used to have cooldown, right?
Yeah.
So now Myamon passes, loses the card.
Yeah, got a spender, but also, oh wait, basically, yeah, Misty developed 2 artifacts on board. So,
Yeah, and saved the vendor, saved the good spenders.
so Mulligan is risky, but he finds the bank, so ship defender.
I think that with the serpent gone and the other one gone, he should play the townsfolk now. And going for breeding. To optimize points. He doesn't care.
Goes for the Acherontia, and yeah, Serpent is not there, Heatwave is not there.
Makes sense. Seamless is not enough. Yeah, gets the Vice. Sure.
Can do something similar with Exora. Buffing that out of removal range. Or is he? Yeah, he needs like a proper spender. Sticking boat for 7 turns. Well, yeah. Sounds pretty good for the Vice Syndicate.
Yeah, it will play the entire deck. But you don't really want to die with this townsfolk in hand, right? Yeah. Gets +1 anyways at the end of the turn. So it's a 10. Okay, takes him out of the range anyways. Now it's 14.
Pretty long way to get the Sesames at the moment, but yeah, I'm gonna get there anyway.
Okay. Maybe you could go for Ixora though. At this point. But this is not bad either. Wasting quite a bit of coins.
Okay, so 2 big units protected. Defender does its job. I think Misty turned the observer off, so we lost the technology, sadly.
Okay, so that's his abduction, right? Misty wants to take the spender, of course. Yeah, I mean...
Okay, there we go.
Myamon could go next.
Yeah, if you're clearing defenders, then the brawler sticks anyway. But a lot of hidden points in that trap, okay? Let's not kill everyone hope. Let's just see, 10 point, 4 provision bronze, insane. But yeah, quite the ground to cover here, so... That shouldn't Mystic like click once? I guess it doesn't matter in this situation.
No, it doesn't, yeah.
Bam, bam, bam. That's 4 wheelies playing for insane value, and the score is so close now. And trap goes, and there is still 2 leadership. Oh wait, you're not even... And there is no Isengrim as well, which is... Oh, Yeah.
Just spend.
No Isengrim as well.
Yeah, that is just. Whoa.
Oh, okay. If it was not close before, it just became super not close after this those rolls as well. So Werner goes and tries to do the best she can. There are 2 cargo boxes doing nothing, and yeah, Mistikal takes it.
That's a long round against Syndicate.
Well, okay, Myamon goes for Syndicate. Mistikal is playing his cult, the blue coin.
Yeah, makes sense. No, I really didn't want to see Cultist game.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry for you. It's fine. I think you watched a lot of them.
Yeah, I've seen quite a few. But at least points go high, so I don't mind. Like, not every game you see 150, 200 points. We've seen beautiful, like,
that's true.
infusions
The
on the Knights Errant, so you got like 10, 11, and 12 point Knight Errant going for like 4 extra turns.
Help us! Drive away the hooligans!
So
it's hard to comment here for me because to be honest, I'm not quite experienced with this deck, right? Usually against Bounty that had a lot of ways for dealing with the Degons. Starting with Oberator into Degon was a good play. Against this Myamon's deck list, other than Freak Show, it doesn't have a way to deal with the Degons, right? You just have Freak Show and Junior.
Yeah, the brawlers, but that takes setup.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there is a lot of passive Laura cards, so less control. Still remember Kungfoorabbit making videos about spamming Cultist scenarios. That's a true statement. Yeah, that's a true statement. I've done that. Well, nobody plays those types of decks, so somebody needs to make videos so that people at 2200 MMR can find opponents, basically. Because you need to, like, go down the ladder with those types of decks. I don't see a problem. But yeah, we see the infusion spreading, also that Nausicaa in hand was sent back into the deck, so one less brick to find.
Yeah, and I like playing the second Dagon before using the teleportation because of the Barrack Knuckle threat.
Yeah.
Yeah, we see Freak Show makes sense.
Is it really the... No, not really the charges. Okay. I was like, maybe Myamon overreacts, but no.
Maybe could have activate trying to find coin like urchins from Novigrad, but
yeah, might have. But that's an order, and there is a like 50 options there, so no guarantees.
It's easier from the plunder. No.
No coins. So
that's very good for Misty.
Yeah.
You infused Dandelion, right? Or Bilge? Yeah, Dandelion first.
Probably go for the gold here.
Take the Shenarian Ant. Very good.
Doing this second teleportation might sound nice, but his entire hand is already infused, so if the Deacon dies after being teleported, he achieves nothing, literally, so This teleportation is just being held here.
Also, Misty has 2 golden cultists that don't mind to play this round.
Okay, so Passiflora engines from hand, and it's also not enough because Horde on the on this is. Wait, why is there observer and there's no observer? I don't understand. Why cannot I, like, I can mouse over the Oxenfur guard but not the peaches? that's weird.
Yeah, it's because
Yeah, the Horde. Sorry?
Yeah, it doesn't recognize the beaches, but Friksio and Novigrad and
Yeah, that's interesting advancement of the technology here.
Or it's 4, by the way.
Yeah, that's what I just wanted to show, because yeah, at 3 coins it was even positioned correctly, but this is not the hidden cache. So we're seeing a pass here.
Yeah, I mean, the biggest threat was Friksio, and I doubt that. I mean, Myamon will try to take everything out of Cultist here, but Misty really wants this Cybele for operator plays.
Yeah. What are you doing with teleportation in this situation?
You can replay a Disciple or a Bronze Cultist as well. It really depends, but yeah.
Okay, I think Mistikal tries to send us some sort of information of the cards he wanted in his hand. It's very subtle message, but yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to do.
Yeah, sometimes you don't know what stream. That's how I stream my YouTube games as well. I record without the commentary and then you show something, but from the outsider it just looks weird. Ah, yeah, he showed us again those 2 cards.
And now the dwarf is in Myamon's hand. Mistikal doesn't play locks, right?
There is one. Yeah, I'm checking. There is one in the deck. So if you really want to spend a royal decree on that, you can.
No, I mean it's more like he can lock twice with the teleportation. I don't know. I don't know how good can be. Honestly, probably not much, but it's something to.
Yeah, especially if we are talking about the offensive spenders being locked.
Yeah.
Is Myamon, by the way, playing the Purify? Yeah, he has one lucky, so.
Yeah, one lucky. Okay, doesn't have the.
Yeah, no Hulkstein.
That is huge.
Yeah, that card is against Cultists quite influential. Okay, so an early prophet, lock in the hand. For now it doesn't.
Dealing with all the units. Misty is not in a good spot here.
He still didn't infuse, by the way, so at one moment he'll need to do that. This scenario. Okay, so yeah, we do see the lock, but yeah, Myamon potentially kept the lucky. No.
Rabbit Chat asks you if you can set the chords a little bit lower.
Once again, I don't understand why is it happening. Like, I move it every time. Thank you for telling me, Asik. I think every time I move them, because they do hide the purse, but after OBS restart it resets for whatever reason. So better now. So yeah, the Purify of
Yeah,
course couldn't be played because the Prophet locked the hand. We see the... Yeah, I think that's a telling sign that the Lucky is coming next. No? Okay.
oh, it was just for
I'm a
coins.
witcher,
Makes
not a gigolo.
sense. Can deal with that. Yep. Misty doesn't need to spend the leader here. Makes no sense. It might be forced to play this battle stations. That
Yeah,
it's not great now.
he keeps the 2 bronzes, not throwing them away. But indeed, those are not the cultist battle stations you're looking for.
Yeah, definitely not. Okay, Myamon goes hard here.
Yeah, there is no hesitation anymore. Okay, doesn't win the 50-50, but that denies the teleportation. Although there is just too many threats now to counter. So cultists are not really known for getting coins. Don't really play anything, so the spender is nice and all, but so were Peaches. So Misty is buffing to 4 to avoid the junior spending and killing the armored units. Would have been nice for Myamon.
Yeah, junior would have been huge there. But Mia wants to take more. We find the sesame. You can chill. You decide to spend one because
Well, Novigrad gets him coins back, but okay.
It's the same for
Another click, but yeah, those are infused now, so well, manages to hit it 5 times in a row.
yeah. The
Last
same
time
unit.
I checked this, it is saying highest power unit, not the same unit when there is a competition, but okay.
This is look very bad for Misty.
So Madame, yeah, created some extra coins, and the engines are at 7 at the moment. So we didn't see Adriano. Yeah, teleportation from battle stations, manages to find the initiate as well. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's a nice pickup to answer the engine that goes the hardest, because Artorius is also potentially playing multiple cards per turn. So
Yeah, that was huge. In spite of the missing card, still finds very good value out of the battle station, and this is just huge. This lucky value. Again, Missy here is in a very bad spot. He might even wants to full leader.
yeah. So
But
what is he
maybe-
left with?
What is he left with?
Dandy Vilge.
Vilge.
Okay. But Vilge is not even infused.
Yeah, Myamon will just play the last card here. No reason not to.
Yeah, I agree. Even pays the tribute. So 7 points ahead, has 8 coins to spend.
I think you just want to keep the coins. There's no way that you're going to alright.
Yeah, you know that a couple of deacons were played, so leader is there to carry Misty with the infused Afan.
But for sure you want to spend one. Never mind. Yeah, there's no way that you can take more than this.
There is any card basically with the initiate as well on the 1 point unit. Yeah, suddenly almost 40 points ahead. Spending 8 coins wouldn't do too much.
Yeah, definitely not. This Magne is useless, and if he draws it from Dandelion now would be terrible.
Yeah.
But I guess that Misty doesn't have a way to win.
Yeah, this is a strange cultist hand.
Yeah, it's fucked.
And yeah, he has literally only one card he wants from the deck. Yeah, opening with Vilgeforce is probably also not that great.
You think?
Although, yeah, I don't know what we haven't seen Acherontia and Texora, right? So maybe maybe you don't want to play offensive Vilga anyway.
No way that's
Yeah.
like even if Myamon missed everything, right? Yeah, it just needs a spender. Because he has the sesames.
Yeah, the sesames okay, this doesn't show the counter.
Oh, yeah, we didn't see that either.
I suppose Myamon played quite a few. Okay, he played the he played the Madame, but also quite a few bronzes, like a brawler, so he still has golds left.
That's the boat. No need to spend. Yeah.
And the forfeit. So yeah, Cultists can be beaten. Yeah, we're in the game, so Death Wish versus Elves. Death Wish is going to struggle a little bit to grow the Serendite, right? Elves,
Honestly,
for a couple of turns. Then
I have no idea of this matchup right now.
Can we see second form Dagon somehow?
You might, but he drew it, so like Misty really wanted Riptide and Heatwave right now. He does have the Cyclops, so he can deal with one of the threats, but yeah, Riptide and Heatwave were necessary. Because you need to answer both Angus and Banadane.
Yeah.
It doesn't even have the green ant. So yeah. Myamon has to take the chances right now.
Well, yeah, his deck runs what, 3-4 purifies. So he goes all in on those 7-point units.
Misty is infusing the Riptide. Why? He wants just 10 points from...
I guess it's a small after clash. So you can hit it with with the insectoid. Yeah, there is also.
Oh, you can tutor it now. Yeah, makes sense.
Ah, yeah, that's in hand. Like I missed. I thought that he missed the. Okay, that's actually big. Having answers now. Good point.
Shema Dani.
But yeah, no 8-point unit anymore to throw with the Cyclops. So checking Myamon's list. Is he taking any more turns before starting with his elves?
Yeah, I mean, the drawback on doing that right now is that. Okay, give the tutor.
Yeah, there would have been a decree anyway. Yeah.
The thing is that you have to delay to consume brewers because you can pull out the Riptide otherwise.
Riptide is a gold card, right? So.
You're right.
Yeah, that's
right. Sorry.
Otherwise, the Deathloop would have been out half of the games, and everyone would be raging about that.
That's true. That's true.
So yeah, for elves there is very little possibility to buff their units and make something like Vanadine not the tallest. Look, it's not doing well yet. So we see since there is a possibility to click, Misty uses it.
Yeah.
And answers 2 threats already.
Run, stupid piece of shit.
Yeah, this tome wasn't great. I don't like tome at all as cards, to be honest.
It sounds very cute, but drawbacks are pretty big as well.
Yeah, they're too huge.
2 cards in 1 turn is massive in Gwent quite often.
It's very good against Ramfree. Okay, Myamon here goes for value. Both are already answered, right? He played Angus.
No.
Oh, not yet.
He did not. And yeah, it was pretty good answering the Reordain on the same turn, I suppose. So that if it was meant to be Kargot and bring Angus, then that's not happening anymore.
Okay, time to make some points here.
And it is at 4, so it only took a turn or 2 to start growing.
No sports, right?
Yeah, there was no spores, and the toad is
it's a
5 provision card, so yeah, it's safe. From the epidemic as well.
I guess if he had it, he would have taken it on the Endriaga, but yeah. We would love to see Myamon's hand. I blame Mado for not having his own platform.
Why is he transforming before Angus? I would assume that Angus has not been found and the plan was to Kark or Reordain.
No, Angus starts in end.
Wait, yeah, true. Okay, sorry. Then I have no idea why is Angus being kept for this long. Is he planning to heist in the next round and do the things, but there is like literal squirrel? Yeah. Sorry, Karim. Then the delay. Like, for this round being this close as well on points, you wouldn't mind an addition of like extra 5 already?
Yeah, I don't know what is he doing, honestly. It just seems like he thought that Misty had the Riptide in hand, probably. So he's playing around that. Like, I'm delaying until you have to play it. But I don't know. Four points are easy for Myamon's here. Of course, I don't know his hand, but one card is... Whoa, lost uneven.
That's surprising. He bottomed Angus with Vanadine. There was no rope in though, please no.
Really did that? Yeah, he doesn't have it in hand.
Okay, so there goes your answer about it. I'm not sure how did that happen, but apparently it did. That's quite a development for Elf player.
Misty starts with infused Succubus here that cannot be answered. Myamon answer with Angus.
Okay, so yeah, we've seen it all. We've seen the Onira for Angus. The infusion was for tutoring with the Hillock. Okay, so yeah, that's a seamless already. Seamless for 3 Waylays as well. After Vanadine, that's not ideal.
I'm so confused about this round one. Like,
Yeah.
in that spot you have to go, right? Either your opponent has the answer or not, but at least you would have developed points on the dead eyes.
I would assume that there was a not intentional sending Angus back to the deck. So yeah, all those shenanigans of no importance. Angus is down.
We would see now. Did he get the ice in hand? It's the real question. Because if he did, I guess he has to play it now that he has advantage points.
Yeah, I'd expect him to mulligan it, Reartine gun. You are getting pushed most likely, but maybe he did. And then the at the moment doesn't have any targets for it, of course, but okay.
Yeah, so Mist is going here for the 2-0.
So the toad is ready to consume next turn as well.
Can he agree just in... Okay, no, he already... He has that off still. Yeah, this is it's over for Elves.
And the Iron Knight is at 11, so gonna be at 12. So
What is the score a bit? I forgot.
Myamon is ahead to 1.
Okay.
So at the moment looks like a tie. We see the missing Waylay coming out. Well, if he's not seeing heist, he's just potentially 2 win. What is there left for Myamon? Vernacel and Deception. Okay, so Misty keeps
The option to have that left round 3.
yeah,
But
although both toads gone. Pull down. Okay, so we see the moment, and there is no hesitation. He goes again. There are no box targets anyway. So Verno is playing for 7 shots. That's 14, 19 points, which is not enough by a few. Yeah, I must say, a very confusing game in the end.
yeah, no, I really don't understand Miamon's round 1. I'm going to see this matchup because I have no idea. You said that Elves won this matchup
Nah.
earlier?
Magpie managed to tie first time against Gravesh, but second time I don't think it was particularly close in round 3. So
But did Gravish misplay it? Or it was
Gravesh bricked one of the Nausicas in his hand, and yeah, that was pretty non-standard, I must say. I haven't really seen offensive purifies. Well, Kalkstein of course, but using Cargos on the Elf purifies by Magpie saved him a lot of points.
Yes, yeah. Okay. I guess we will see.
So 1 Deacon in hand, teleportation. He has access to Wilgefortz. Which one are you Wilgefortzing out of 2 elves?
Angus.
Angus. Okay.
Yeah. You always have to deal with Angus. Because you can somehow either make him break or survive or bleed out the mana drain combo, right?
Okay.
With all the
Yeah.
waylays. But if your opponent starts to spawn 7 points body that dies, you just lose.
Yeah, another point about this match is overswarming by the elves in round 3. So
yeah,
you might even want for them to have extra waylays. But yeah, the rematch was also pretty bad for Magpie. I think he played Seamless for 2 waylays only. So yeah.
Okay, Myamon found the ice from hand. We see the Affan infusion now from Misty. I mean, these Digans will go unanswered, so... I really cannot see how Cultists can lose this, honestly.
He even has the scroll if he wants to Wilgefortz now.
Yeah. He should.
He has scenario in hand, he has battle stations. No, he doesn't. He has battle stations from Matra, is what I'm thinking, yeah.
Huh.
I don't know. I would have liked answering the Angus still. Because those tokens are gonna be spawning anyway. But yeah.
Yeah.
Goes for more carryover attacks.
I guess he really doesn't care, like he just wins long round, no matter how big are the... Yeah, I guess you can reason like that as Cultist, right? You get more infusion as possible. And if you force now, the Purify is good, because you said that Magpie saved
Yeah.
himself by using... So, oh, maybe in this matchup actually Vanadine is better.
I don't
mean,
know.
answer
Magpie
Vanadine.
overswarmed 2 times. He wasn't able to use 2 leader charges. He also didn't play his last card. But we do see Mystical going for the Vilgefortz here most likely on Vanadine then. Okay. Maybe he
Okay,
feels
so
like there is a threat of Vanadine being a problem if he gets pushed.
yeah, I guess can answer pretty much all the Cultists if
Yeah.
you...
So maybe the less Waylays the better. This is a solid 4 tempo play, which Cultists would love to see, because they have similar plays in their arsenal. Pretty slow ones.
Yeah, but Mitzi doesn't have... Yeah, he has to play the scenario now.
No heat wave? Well, I don't like it. Like, but he locks himself into a long round, so it's no big deal. Gonna cost him what? Artorios
Wait.
then? Like, there is no verification, there is no heat wave, but he'll have to play, and he cannot play Mata if Myamon passes, but I suppose that's fine, right?
Yeah, I mean, it will still be at 4 cards, so
Yeah.
long round it still wins anyways.
It's just that what is Mata even drawing at the moment? But battle stations you definitely want to get into your hand. You're not risking missing those. But yeah, Myamon is just continuing to play as well, so no problem here for Mistikal. He has a few cultists on the board, so might infuse if he wants more points here and get the point separation. He doesn't have any more initiates this round, most likely, unless Artorios.
What's that one, yeah. But this is Matador, yeah.
So, yeah. Well, Myamon can stay in the round now that he played Angus twice. Those neophytes are bringing some extra points, and he has always he has a leader to spare. As I mentioned, yeah, overswarming was the motto. So I don't see him passing here unless his hand is literally golds.
I mean, even if they are, it's golds, right? You have to play.
Yeah. Okay, so we see an access to teleportation if Mystical wants that.
He's skipping the card call. Get another infusion. This is...
So yeah, the entire hand is infused. I guess no point in teleporting then. From the Arcane Tome. A trap.
Might be deception. Misty goes for the Vigo here. Takes the other dicey ball. Yeah, last Dagon.
One more
That was-
infusion in deck. Almost everything is infused as well. That's the result of playing like 4 or 5 deacons in one round.
This is
So if that was a deception, flips for 18, right?
yeah.
So
But
that's pretty close, but not close enough to easily make it without something like Vernacell. Ah,
missed it.
okay, that works. What if he? I don't know. Yeah, he can play anything.
Nah.
Anything Dandelion. There was no risk of losing that one big key piece. And yeah. Okay, double the points is enough to force Myamon out of the round.
And to win the game. I assume.
Well, there is a lot in terms of infusions. There is a leader saved, so fun is also coming. There are 2 bricks, I guess. Yeah. Do you need to risk? Like, sure, you don't have that the profit that you always dreamed about.
I mean,
If he goes long, why not? Yeah, sure. Ooh, why not? Just take him. Yeah, of course, brick, but yeah, snaps to the pass button anyway. So 8 card cultists.
it could still break, right? Yeah, we're not. We are about to see not a close game. Not a very close game.
Okay, so doesn't draw bricks. Now the question is mulligans, and mulligan number 1 is also acceptable. So we see him keep the hand with the teleportation. You still can bounce one of the, like, either initiate, or if you really need to, illusionist, although that's not too hot.
Myamon still has. Oh, wait, which traps did he play? Deception.
Deception is gone. I don't think he played anymore.
Just deception. Okay, yeah. So it might be serpent, might be the 5 damage. Yeah, honestly, this is not a bad profit. Even if it's either 5 damage or yeah. It's fine.
So eats the damage.
Also, Elves doesn't have that many units, right? Like even locking now is good timing for that.
Yeah, so this makes profit survive. Would have been dead otherwise. And what do we see next? We see a soldier land and a couple of soldiers jumping out, and well, there is a leader as well. And let me remind you of unused Stefan. Are we seeing it, or is Misty feeling like he protected well enough? Yeah, doesn't want to bring a fun out yet.
Yeah.
But you want to thin it out before battle stations anyway.
Because you have to play Magnet, or yeah, it will thin to 0.
So yeah, a small tempo here, 25 points only, but yeah, there are like 5 engines on the board. So don't mind Cultists too much. People gonna be Brigade and Cultist deck in the Gwentfinity voting, I feel like that. Yeah. Go.
No, I mean, I was listening to you because it's true. Like, I always wanted to know who designed this card.
Well, the initial Cultists were very weak, so somebody decided to buff it. We only see 3 Waylays once again from Myamon. So he managed to break once more. Okay.
But it wasn't weak. Like it was just
the initial
build,
Cultist
right?
was different.
Yeah, the build though, the cards were the same.
No. The initiates weren't doing the things they are doing now. It was a slightly different infusion on opponent's side of the board, and also provision cost got down, right? We were talking about it a couple of streams ago, so you can check the card history on Gwent 1, or we can do that after the game. But yeah, they also nerfed the Servant, so remember when the Servant was transferring the infusions, so you just infuse one bronze 5 times and then transfer it to another one.
What is the highest scores that you see in a Cultist game?
About 200, not that high.
Survived despite a lung run through with a spear.
There was a question, почему их не нерфят? Ну, community понерфит, so yeah, the question was about why nobody is nerfing them. They're an archetype, a very, very good tournament archetype. Not seeing too many Cultist players on ladder, honestly, but yeah, I'm not playing and watching just a handful of games.
The reason why it's simple is because it's hard to pilot. Not everyone can play it correctly. It's not like Commando's level of piloting, right? You have a lot of choices and a lot of actions that if you do in the wrong way, you can easily lose to yourself every game.
I definitely played scenario and didn't infuse and passed. And then you look at your hand and think like, what now? There are literally no points in this deck if you're not infusing with the scenario. So yeah, we'll see Myamon going for the offensive purify here.
Yeah, it might be too late.
But since there was no break on Mystical side, well, and yeah, also Myamon not playing too many toll punishes.
There is a video on YouTube, Cultist doing 1000 points. I think
that might be the Vilgefortz version, right? With multiple scenarios.
I didn't know about that. No, the highest that I saw in a game against me was, I think it was like 400 or something.
Pretty lovely. Lovely Gwent score. People like big numbers, so maybe somebody looked at the video like this, stream like this, and decided, you know what, from now on I'm gonna only play Nilfgaard, and I will make it the Empire great. So yeah, we see it. The offensive purifies coming into play. Basically, one purifies what, 15 points, and another one. But the cards themselves are only playing for 4 tempo.
Yeah, 8 points in this turn. It replaces the Vernosi that deals with another one, but still, maybe it's closer than I thought. But
you cannot do anything. Wait, yeah, the infusion on the Master of Ceremonies cannot be the damage one, so okay, that's not happening. So this is the pitfall.
No,
it is a pitfall.
I thought it was the serpent for a moment, but he already played it.
So you want to replay a cultist? There is still one unit buffing from this replay, and you get the infusion, and yeah, the speller dies, and that's the game. Even if Myamon has a tall punish here.
Yeah, it will replace 6 spellers, right? And buff them.
But he
Yeah.
has a point slam. Honest 10 points. We see the infusion. There are only 2 infusions, right? So 2 pillars. And 15
Pillars.
points. And Mistikal takes it. Went down 1-2. But yeah, Cult is too strong.
Yep. What a lovely games.